Get ready for the ultimate adrenaline rush. Join us as we count down the 10 most insane poker hands ever in history. Brace yourself for jaw-dropping bluffs, epic showdowns, and moments that will leave you speechless. Don't blink because you won't want to miss a second of this poker spectacle.
Then you build the pot so big, and then you're going to get bluffed out in a big pot.
Oh boy, Vanessa's got pocket rockets. Just calls.
Better keep the pots low. I bet 2,000.
Yeah.
That's fair, you know. I think it's better betting in a dark. A dark raise, that's hard and commitment to the game.
Tony G. Karma has left the building. I think we're about to see 2 people committed to this pot.
Vanessa raises to 5,000.
I'm going to raise it again.
Tony re-raises to 20 grand.
You can get it all in.
Tony G sounding very confident.
10,000.
And bets 10,000.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot. Punch in the face.
Can I just push a button?
There.
She just calls.
On spade watch.
I check.
Tony checks in the dark. The river, a sick card, the 5 of hearts.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too in the end.
Wow.
And a flush draw. That's it. That shut me up.
This is the big game. Buy-in cost you somewhere anywhere between $100,000 and $250,000. Is on Andrew Feldman from the UK.
Andrew, a very tidy player, but he's been pretty quiet so far. Not now, though. Under the gun, he makes it 2,100 to go.
Well, he's got 9-10 of hearts, an interesting hand, suited connector. And there is our Hungarian billionaire, Sandor, in the action. He's picked up. No, he just makes the call, playing a bit carefully. Gus gets out of the way, around to Tom Dwan. As you can see by the amount of chips in front of him, is having a very, very good day.
And that has inspired him to make the call with just a 5-3 offsuit.
So 4 to the flop, and here it comes. It is an ace 8-4 flop, massive flop for Masa Kagawa, flopping middle set. Dwan has an inside straight draw.
It may be that Tom will play it differently against the less experienced player.
Looks like he's reaching for the bigger priced chips, the more expensive ones.
Yeah, remember, this is value for value, the same as cash. So it's like he's taking a big wad out of his wallet. Kettle of sushi.
Well, he's re-raising here. He's decided, I think I've got the best hand. Makes a call, so choosing not to re-raise Masa right there. Masa still has a lot of money left in front of him. So Masa looking for a repeat. And the river is a king of hearts, so Tom Dwan has the nuts.
And if Tom Dwan was putting him on ace-king, he checks!
Wow, that is very courageous and gutsy poker from Tom Dwan. Checking there, risking a possible check from Masa behind him and not getting paid off on the river. And look at that, it's paid off. Masa picks up $100,000 in one chip and bets 70 of it.
Yeah, even though he'll get some change back from that plaque that's gone in, he's more or less committing himself.
Line moves all in.
And there it is, Tom Dwan pulling the trigger, Masa quickly calling, and look at the disgust in his face as he sees such a big turn card for Tom Dwan and such a terrible card for him.
Amazing. There is $400,000 and more in the middle of this base, and Tom Dwan has just won it with a 3-5 offsuit.
Well, he took a big risk and it certainly paid off.
Raises to 1,300 as Fondiari quickly out. Spirit Rockets for Prolad Friedman.
By the way, when I start calling Prolad parlay in front of you guys, it's because I've been doing it for 5 years. He parlayed $50 into 50,000 one weekend.
And then that 50,000 is now what?
I don't know, 40 million or something.
7.2 million or something?
But I was like,
what's it like to have 7.2 million?
I would not know.
Gotta be more than 7.2.
Right, it's more than 7.2.
And if that's the case, she could get into some real trouble here.
4-bet to 13,200 with the jack high.
Deuce of clubs. Oh, ace of clubs is good.
I think Prolad knows the time for speeches is over.
River 10 of hearts, and Prolad has locked up a third of the pot worth over 113K.
I'm such a Why do I do this to myself? Every time. Not every time. I usually don't do this to myself anymore.
No diamond, 3 of clubs.
What a brick.
Brick ball.
Super brick.
Bricktastic.
So Prolad is 2/3 of the way to scooping the biggest pot ever won on the big game.
What an absolute gift from Vanessa.
No jacks and sevens.
Run number 3. 4, 6, king, 3 more bricks. This is getting hard to watch.
Not even a sweat.
Vanessa's dead to 2 pair trips or a straight, all of them runner, or else Prolad's gonna need a wheelbarrow to bring all his money home.
To the turn. Deuce of spades.
Nice hand.
And Prolad's gonna win a pot worth over $340,000.
Wow, Prolad did it. That's sick.
Why not win one of them?
She's a limp with ace deuce.
Me and Mrs. Finland right now, heads up.
I believe it's Ms.
Miss, I'm sorry, Miss Finland. All right,
What is it?
let's see a flop.
So there's no Mr. Finland, okay.
There's a 4 on the flop. Ronnie has bottom pair.
Hi.
Hi.
Ronnie, if you bust her on the first hand,
He bets.
30,000.
And Sarah raises with a straight draw.
You have something?
Yes, I do.
I believe you. I believe you. 30,000?
Yeah.
it's the way all my relationships start, with lies.
So Ronnie has called the raise and improves to trips on the turn.
Oh boy.
Why are you checking?
You raised me on the flop.
But then please slide which your card is.
She slides out the bluff card.
Oh my God! How is this happening? I thought it would be. I wanted to stay and play with you, Miss Finland.
I understand.
I know I am.
Wow, like that.
He's playing a time bank chip. He gets an extra 30 seconds.
There's a reason why it's the Finnish reputation, right?
I have a 4.
He shows her his hand. Requested more time.
You know I have trips. I don't know if I can fold this hand. I don't know how you play. I never played with you before. What is going on here? If I fold this hand and they see this fold and you have like king queen or something, it's gonna be the most embarrassing thing ever for me. You understand this, right?
And Ronnie's folded.
Holy shnikes.
Come on.
It's a bluff.
Show. She has ace high.
Ronnie, you're going to the cage.
Oh.
He cannot believe
I was
it.
really scared. Oh my God.
Quads on the flop. Don't ever run bad.
Strange. Last time Gomez had aces, it was against Kevin Saul, and 3 6s came on board. He won a big pot. This time, 3 of a kind is going to come on board, and he's destined to lose a lot of chips right here. And now the question is, how is Spindler going to play it?
He is raising, wasting no time.
You know, this is an interesting play here from Spindler. He's got 4 of a kind, and, you know, popular wisdom would say you should just call and slow play it. But what he's hoping for here is that his raise looks like a bluff, and that Gomez does have a hand at it. As we know, he's not bluffing. He's got 4 of a kind. And Spindler is really taking an aggressive approach to this hand to try to get as many chips in as possible. A big bet once again of $2 million.
Pot up to $5.5 million now.
Well, this is the opportunity now for either Gomez to be an absolute genius and make the most remarkable laydown we may have ever seen.
Don't bet on that.
Or he might just decide, all right, now's the time. Let's get all those chips in the middle. Just an amazing. Oh, and he does. He's moving it all in. Of course, Spindler. Where he's calling, he's got 4 of a kind. Gomez says, ah! Completely.
And he'll certainly be looking to do that again here today. Question isn't will he raise, question is how much.
Raise to 100,000.
This time it's a min raise, 100,000. So he's varying things up a bit. He's found the 5, 6 of spades. So is he hoping to see a flop here, Joe?
No, I think he's just making just a raise in position and mixing it up a little bit rather than moving all in every hand.
How much do you have, Fabian?
Confusing his opponents a little bit.
That's 3. 335. 35.
Oh, Sam says you're drawing dead and shows in the straight flush.
No mercy, Sam. Straight away, called, you're drawing dead.
I've seen this. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. Like.
I think Sam's streak going.
Phill lock folds. Haven't heard much from Tony G so far.
I call.
Makes the call.
Tony G's had good luck with that hand in this game. On Monday night, he flopped trip jacks and raked in almost 200,000.
Ace 9 offsuit for the newly reformed Phill Hellmuth.
Phill thinking about making a move here.
I raise the pot.
A raise to 12,600. The loose cannon.
6, right?
Ooh, pair of cowboys.
If there's ever a time to re-raise, this is it.
12-6.
Yep.
Call.
But just a call.
We have some cannon action over here.
Ernest just called 12,000 cold. Should be sending smoke signals into the sky.
Wow, started something.
He may be trying to set a trap by just calling, but by not re-raising, Ernest giving Doyle and Tony both better odds to call behind him.
Well, you can see Doyle's stack, just 50 grand right now.
He's looking at 20% of his stack to call.
I know Tony's going to call it, so I might as well too.
Yeah. I love these big pots.
It's a very loose call from Doyle.
Tony calls.
Wow, what a sick hand this is. 4 ways.
I'm not even going anyway next spot, so it's like a free roll for me.
It's the danger of smooth calling with kings. Ernest has let 3 other players into this pot.
The flop 9-10-9 trip 9s for Hellmuth.
Phill has flopped the Hellmuth out of it. Our loose cannon Ernest is in big trouble if he can't get away from this, and honestly, Chris, I don't see how he'll be able to.
Tony G is checked on over to Phill Hellmuth.
That flop looks like you, doesn't it?
No, Phil, I look like me.
Ernest very confident.
17,000.
Phill bets 17,000.
If you look like me, why you bet so much?
Ernest is actually asking the right question, but isn't looking for an answer.
Wow.
All he can see are those 2 kings.
And will stick around. Round 3, a 7 of spades.
Everybody's rooting for a spade.
He can now hit a king or a spade to win this run.
This is it right here, man. This is like big action right here, right?
Hellmuth loves it. Yeah, I really like it.
Come on, one more. King. One more king.
The final run.
Ernest's odds continue to get worse and worse, but Phill looks sick anyway.
A queen on the turn.
Jack! There's a jack!
You want a jack? That would be
king.
fair.
King or a jack, one time. There's what, 3 jacks left?
Right now.
The final river card. It's a king!
That's real! He hit 3 out of 4! He hit 3 out of 4!
That's
with the worst hand! Why is everyone so happy except Phill? That's what I'm talking about. Huh?
Oh, yeah. That'll work, man. Yeah.
If you do it once, you lose a whole lot. And every time you did it an extra time, you won a higher percentage of the pot. If you did it twice, 50%.
Phil deserved that. Doing that with ace-9.
Tony, can you please shut up?
The bike's coming.
Why? He's having fun.
I mean, come on, man. You just want to rub salt in my wound every time. Show some class. Show some class.
But the hand. You're a professional.
The Band-Aid. We've still got a lot of poker to play. I'm sitting next to the 2005 World Series of Poker main event champion. I have to say that every time before I announce your name, Joe. Unfortunately, it's a hell of a title. So, you've played these stakes. Do you approach this field? I mean, the answer will be yes, but let's get more into it. Do you approach this field a lot differently to a main event, for example?
It's when you play in this field, you're playing with a known quantity. You know the players You know their tendencies. You know they're not going to do anything ridiculous. So it's kind of like it helps you corral their activities. Whereas when you play in a large field event with a lot of unknowns, a lot of players who are amateur players, they could do anything, like we saw Dwan do in the main event. You know, like this event, there's more pressure because the level of thinking is higher, but at the same time, how do I say? I don't want to use the word easier, but I want to say I want to use the word more predictable, perhaps. Like, I know that he's going to make a move that makes sense.
And they seem so relaxed too. Look at this. Well, we have Jason Moe raising with Queen Jack offsuit. Richard John calls and flops a full house. And it looks as though Jason's going to bet into him with what he thinks is a straight draw that might be live. He's announced calls, so we will see a river. And the river is an 8 of hearts and gives Richard Young quads, and he announces all in, so...
Unfortunately, Paul, though, that is the worst card in the deck for Richard. Because now Jason beats nothing now. It's an easy fold for him at this point. We've noticed the dealer in the background calling 20 seconds. This tournament is played, everyone only gets 30 seconds to act on their hand. And you see the blue buttons in front of every player? That's extended time, so you get like another minute, a minute and a half if you want to think about your hand. And the reason we've done this is so that people do not think for too long and waste time.
Is it possible that the lucky 8 on the river for Richard Young giving him quads could be a saviour? And it is, Joe, you're right. It saved Jason Moe. He would likely have called had that river been anything else.